Hey everybody, insert catchy greeting here. Welcome to my very first YouTube video. I'm pretty sure you could tell that already, but try not to hold it against me. We're in quarantine, I'm trying all sorts of new things. I've joined TikTok, you can't see my hands, but I'm talking with them. But anyway, I wanted to go ahead and do my very first makeup tutorial and try to do this YouTube thing, because why not? We're in quarantine. I've tried TikTok. Now it's time to try a YouTube video. For those of you who don't know me, I am Mindy, and I live in Deep East, Texas, and you might hear that when I talk sometimes. So just, again, don't hold it against me. And I'm just going to go ahead and get started. I've been trying to learn to start with my eyes. In case there's some fallout, I can brush that away. So I'm going to start with my eyes. I'm going to start with some primer, and I have a sample of Too Faced shadows and shadow insurance, so that's what I'm going to use today. So if that's what you want to use, now you know. I'm just going to pat some on my eye. It looks like this when you open it. So I'm going to get some and pat it on my eye. I'm going to put it all over because I want the color to look pretty all over. I want the color to stay and stick. I want all those good things. So that's what I'm going to try to do. I'm using my ring finger and I'm trying to dab, not pull too much, because I'm 30, which is kind of old to be doing this. And I don't want to look any older than I am, but sometimes it just goes faster to drag, and so I try to cheat the system a little bit. But it's much better to pat, less wrinkles. I've already got enough wrinkles around my eye because, again, I live in Deep East, Texas, allergies. And I'm just going to make sure I have enough. It should feel a little tacky, a little sticky. Not too bad though. I like to see the color. This is very sheer. When I use Shape Tape, it's not so sheer. You can see a difference. You can see that my eyelid is all one color. This is not so much, but the shadow's going to stick really well to it. Alrighty. And I'm using you guys as a mirror, so I apologize if I get awkwardly close. And I'm going to try to tape this closed again because there's still a little bit left. But it seems to be pretty open. There might not be any saving that. Alrighty, next I'm going to dive into my Naked Cherry palette, which I love. My twin sister got it for me for my birthday. The first shade I'm going to dip into is this very light shade here, Hot Spot. And I'm going to use an e.l.f. brush, Flawless Concealer brush. I use that as my all-over eyelid brush. And it's very fluffy, so it covers my eyelid really well. So I'm going to dip into Hot Spot. Oop. There it is. And I'm going to dip a lot, and then I'm going to tap. Because I've learned the hard way, you can always put more on, but if you put too much on, you can't always take it off without messing everything up. And I'm just going to put that all over my eyelid where I just put my, my primer. And you can already see the difference. But that's just going to hold that primer in place and give you a nice base to start with. Dip it in Hot Spot again. And I'm going to do the other eye really quickly. Boop, boop, boop. I don't know the most about makeup. I have learned from my friend, and I've learned from YouTube videos. And I hope to make it simple for anybody out there who finds it a little too complicated, but I don't know. I may just be like all the others, or I may not even be helpful at all, but we'll see. So there, my primer should help everything stay in place. I don't like how that looks in the corner of my eye, but maybe I can fix that. There we go. I have kind of a neutral cool tone. So I'm going to go with a pink. It kind of looks like I'm blushing or something. That's kind of why they call it a transition shade. It's supposed to make it look a little more natural as you go into the crazy colors. So this color helps me transition to some crazy colors. And I'm just going to stick to my Naked Cherry. I don't like to go crazy and dip into 5 different palettes while I'm doing my eye. So the color I just picked is called Juicy. As you can see, it's that pink. And it's going to transition me into these darker shades that you see, but I'm not dipping into those just yet. I am using a Moto Rainbow brush, and I'm lazy when I wash my brushes. So let me turn it this way so you can read it better. I'm lazy when I wash my brushes. So, let me see. There we go. We can see it a little better now. It says crease. That's where I'm going to use it. Well, mostly. But I'm lazy when I wash my brushes, so I put them in a mesh bag, and then I put them in my garment bag, and then I wash them in the washer because I am lazy. I'm too lazy to spend time bending over a sink or and I don't have the money for those fancy washers. So you'll see my brush wiggle a little bit where it's kind of broken in the middle, but I still love it. I'm still using it. It's still usable. And I'm just going to get some super glue, so maybe next time I do a video it's not so wiggly. So there's my transition color. It's going to bring us into the darker colors. I will enhance it here in just a little bit with some darker colors, enhance my crease and everything. Back into Juicy to do the other eye. The brush, it's got a little, it's pretty dense, but it's kind of small. I like to use this right to deepen my crease, even though that's not what it says it's for. And so let's see, what shade do I want to pick? I think I'm going to pick Bing, and I like this one because I watch Friends, and it makes me think of Chandler Bing every time. So I'm going to pick Bing. I've dipped in, I've tapped because, like I said, it's easy to add more if you want more. It's not so easy to remove if you put too much. And I'm just going to blend that in to my crease there, and I'm going to get this outer corner real good because I love it when my eyelid transitions from lighter to darker. I just like how that looks. So, and I just I make a V at first. A kind of sideways V, like I'm doing cute little anime girl pose. And then I just kind of fill in that V the way I want it. I like it a little rounded here, so I'm going to go a little round. You see it's getting deeper already. And I wish I wasn't looking down so much. But since you guys are my mirror, instead of my mirror being my mirror, I don't want my mirror to get in the way where you can't see what I'm doing. New kind of brush. I don't know if you would call it a brush. New kind of brush for me. It's got this plastic end on it, or I say plastic, silicone end on it, and you can dip your shimmer shade in it and tap it onto your lid, and that shimmer shade looks great. And it's called Glam Topper. And again, it's from Moda. Most of the brushes I'm using are from Moda, but I have some e.l.f. and some Morphe brushes in here. So I like to find a shimmer shade and tap it, and I'm actually going to use Bang Bang. And that makes me think of the Jessie J song and Ariana Grande and all them, but Bang Bang, I'm going to tap it in, and you can tell I've used it because it digs in there. It's not like a nice brush that kind of gently pulls off the top. It kind of digs in because it's silicone, but it gets a lot of product on it. I say a lot of product on it. It's not getting what I want on the top. It's just getting the bottom. But there we go. So it gets a lot of product on it. I like it that way. And then you just kind of tap it onto your eyelid, and you can see some fallout there. That's why we do this first. It took me a long time to get to do an eyeshadow first because it's like I want to do my full face. But once this is done, my makeup just goes like zoom. The eyeshadow is the longest part. All the blending and tapping and all that other stuff. But I just love how the shimmer kind of blends into that darker color and gives my eye a little ombre look. And I like to my eyes are kind of round. I like to show how round they are, so I do a nice round shape there. Isn't that beautiful? Sometimes I blend it with my finger just to make it better. This one's Formula mascara. I mean, not mascara. Eyeliner. And so far I've liked it. It's okay. It's no Tom Ford, but it'll work. I'm not sure what the other name of it is. It's just... Oh, maybe that's it. Ultra Eye Booster Waterproof Ultra Fine Liquid Liner. A lot of stuff. I'll put it in the comments because that's hard to read. But I'm going to do my sister's trick. I'm going to start with the left eye, And you see how my eyeshadow kind of naturally does this sharp edge on it. I'm going to follow that edge. And I'm just going to hope for the best. Kind of like Peel Off. That's what she does. A swish and a flick and a hope for the best. Pray to the gods. Let's see. This is a little harder than I thought with that camera. I'm going to try to look at you and do it in this mirror. So I hope y'all saw that pretty well. I kind of just went with the curve of my eyeshadow there, and then I'm just going to go across and fill in where I need to. Ooh. I'm already messing up, y'all. I want y'all to see, but I want to see too. So I'm trying not to go too crazy out of frame. This is the part when my sister and I, when we're talking on the phone, we're both like, okay, I'm doing eyeliner. So if I don't talk for a while, I'm concentrating. And I kind of lean my hand on my face, so if I move my mouth, then it moves my hand. I'm using my mouth as an anchor for my hand. I have a handy dandy magnifying mirror, and I kind of wish I had it right now. Thank y'all for being patient with my silence. I am almost there. If I say that, I'm going to jinx myself. If I ever do that. It really doesn't help that I'm a perfectionist, and I really hope that y'all can see. I think y'all can. It's just weird at the bottom of the camera. Weird angle. Again, first time YouTuber. No fancy equipment, just my iPad. Which some of these youngsters cringe. Can do wonderful things with an iPad. Maybe by the time I'm done, I will be doing wonderful things with an iPad, but for now, this is my learning, my demo, my let's just give it a shot. My why not, if you will. Insert Lizzie McGuire song. Okay, sometimes I'm tricked when they're a little glossy that I didn't get that part, but I think I got it. I want to fill in just a little more just to make me feel better, and I'm sorry, I know that y'all can't see. Ugh, I filled in too much. That's a little thicker than I want it. I'm going to try this and see if it works while on camera. Q-tip. Let's see. Nah. I'll try to make it a little thicker without going crazy. We know how that goes. Oh, I don't like that. But I don't know. I don't like that. I'm going to try. I'm going to try something else. I want to fix it. Where did I put that? I could try this. I'm gonna try this. I found it when I was cleaning, and maybe it'll do what I want it to do. I'm just gonna put a little bit on my Q-tip. Not a bunch. Even that's a little too much, so I'm gonna dab it in. I don't know if y'all can see that or not. So just dab it in a little. Well, it got the makeup off my finger. I forgot about that. Oh. Well, it's getting it off. Not as nicely as I wanted it to. But I switched to the dry end to kind of clean up the mess it made. Okay. I will have to fix some eyeshadow there. But I'm going to let that dry and go away while I do the other eye. Whew, man. I feel like I've been spending 10 minutes just on eyeliner. Take my handy dandy finger and add some transition just in that corner. And then add some Bing for my crease there. And fix. And then finish that wing liner looking a little more like I want it. Just a little tip there. Well, I should have just looked at you guys. Well, maybe not. I'm gonna have to make a match. And that one's a little thicker. Here we go. There we go. A wing and a prayer. Maybe. I have two different eye shapes, so I've got to work with that too. Try to make my right eye a little rounder like my left eye is. A little better. A little better. I'm going to stop though, because if I don't stop, I'm going to go nuts and mess up again and all that stuff. Alrighty. Next thing I'm going to use is the Lash Princess False Lash Effect Mascara from Essence. This is a recommendation from my makeup bestie, Maya Fraser. She is my makeup guru, actually. Ooh, man. Trying to use this for mascara is a little difficult. It doesn't help that I have terrible depth perception. I'm not one-eyed, but I might as well be, because I have terrible depth perception. And you couldn't see it, but I did have my mouth open that time. I'll try to close it for my left eye so I can show you my impressive skills. Right? There it is. It's a little thick right there, so I'm blinking a lot because I see some mascara in my corner. I just thought about it. Don't mind my hair. It will look pretty later. I'm going to do another video because, you know, when you're a first-time YouTuber, you do all the videos, right? Look like an idiot in all of them. Sorry, I wanted to show you my mouth closing skills while doing mascara. I almost forgot. And I know that face is just super lovely. My mouth closed while doing my mascara. I didn't tell you it was a lovely face. I just said I could do it with my mouth closed. There it is, my eyes. Just my eyes. Oh, hopefully I can fast forward through everything else. And I say that, I'm going to do my eyebrows because, and in this case, I actually need that, my foundation and such to, you know what though, I forgot highlight. Need to do a highlight because it is lovely and beautiful. And I just bought beautiful Kylie highlights, which I thought I would never do because I am against Kardashians, but when they have good makeup, they have good makeup. This highlight is Princess Please, and I like it because I'm super pale, and if the highlight gets too colorful and too dark, it looks like I have a weird sunburn. So I am looking. Another Moda brush. I'm going to try this one. And it says Detail. I don't know if y'all can see that or not. Detail. And I think it's perfect for eye highlight, which I love. This is my favorite part. Because it just, I mean, don't you see that huge difference of how beautiful my eye is? I just love it. So, and I'm just using something bright and shiny. I'm using an actual highlight, not just a bright color. Because I have used Turn On in here, but to me it looks lighter in the palette than it does on my face. So it's turned out a little too dark sometimes when I use it as a highlight. And I'm gonna go all the way through the eyebrow because in a minute I'm gonna do the eyebrows and you'll see a little less of it. I say through the eyebrow, right under it, all the way. When I say through, I mean all the way across. It's hard to see on this camera, but I think you could see it a little bit, that highlight right under the brow. But I like it. Okay. Now that I'm officially done with eyes, let's get to eyebrows, which is not a far journey. I'm going to use a spoolie. I use it before and after because I have a tendency to go crazy. This is the Moda spoolie. It came in a cute rainbow kit. Alright, back to where I was before I got rudely interrupted by a phone call. Spoolie, details, no, not details, that was the orange brush. Brow groomer. It's hard to see. I can't make it focus on all these fancy YouTubers make it look so easy. So I comb before and after. As you can see on this eyebrow, like a chunk is missing there at the end. But anyway, I comb before and after because it helps me get the shape. And then I go a little heavy with my pencil. I use the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Definer Ultra Fine Tip Shaping Pencil in dark brunette because I like to pretend that I am a dark soul with dark hair, even though it's getting a little gray in places. Don't judge me. Okay, so here we go. I start here and I draw my line first. And I love my right eyebrow. I don't know why. Can you love an eyebrow? Should you love an eyebrow? And I try not to go too crazy, but sometimes I go a little Naruto. Not that I actually watch Naruto, but there is the one guy. And then I kind of go over the top. I fill in from the back to the front because the back is kind of where I'm sparsest and I want a certain shape of eyebrow. So I start at the back and I just try to do little strokes. Sometimes I get tired, so I just do one long stroke like that, and I shouldn't do that. That's what makes my eyebrows look drawn sometimes. But there we go. That's the back end, and then I just kind of try to fill in where it's a little sparse. I like that word, sparse. And then I go back where I need to, because my eyebrows move while I do them. I don't like to gel them, I want to keep them natural. And I try to go lighter at the front, because like I said, if I go too crazy, I get Naruto brows a little bit. I do want a little taller there at the front. I'd get a little lighter hand. Just boom. That's an eyebrow to me. I say that. I'm gonna straighten that up.